What's up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video and tutorial for my channel. We're going to talk about the Roku TV right behind me and getting an antenna onto it and scanning for channels. A lot of people had some questions. I did do a previous video about antennas for your TV so you can pick up your local broadcasting stations. That is all. I've got a lot of questions about it, about how to get more stations and things like that. Well, we'll get into it a little bit, but I just want to kind of do this quick tutorial for everybody to make sure you guys can get it done. I did do an example in my video, which I will leave a link for that video, on how to get it done with a normal everyday TV or an older TV, in case that's what you're using it for, just to pick up some local stations if it doesn't have internet capabilities, because most of everybody should be having apps, and then you're downloading an app like, say, Pluto TV, and you're getting free TV over wireless or over a wired connection with your TV. So with most Roku TVs, you should be able to get that done. Most newer TVs that you're picking up can all get your internet type channels, but if you still want to pick up your local broadcasting channels, in case you might have like a storm in your area and you want to pick up your local news, you can go ahead and do that. Now, of course, in inclement weather, you might not get the best reception, but at least it might go in and out in a little bit, so you can at least pick up some information from that. I just want to say thank you to everybody. We are steadily growing this channel. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews and Tutorials. Check me out. Like, subscribe, share, do all those really cool things. Let's keep growing the Martini Nation. We are growing. We're almost hitting 6,000 subscribers because you guys are awesome. So thank you so much. All right, let's get into the video. We're going to start from scratch, turning the TV on. Now, let's just say I already have hooked up the antenna. This TV is an actual TV that I actually move around a lot. It's in my basement. We move it into the garage a lot to watch some football games, or if we have some little parties in the garage or things like that, I move this TV around a lot. So I actually mounted the antenna with some sticky tape onto the back of the TV, which isn't the best way to do that. I would more advise you to try to hook it as high as possible, maybe in the area. Now, like I said, I'm in the basement of my house, which is the worst place. You're going to get the worst reception because you're surrounded by brick. I'm underground a little bit, and so I'm not going to get the best reception down in the basement. And so being on your upper levels on your floor on your house, you're going to get the best reception. But in the basement, you'll still be able to pick up a few channels, like I said, in case of emergency, or you pick up your really strong local channels that might have some sports or things like that you can kind of tune into if you want to. So I will show you that in the back of the TV a little bit later, but like I said, we want to get started right away because I know everybody is in a hurry these days. So let's go ahead and fire up the TV, and I'll show you how to get this done to scanning for channels. So like I said, I already hooked it up in the back. I will show that towards the end of the video because that's not what the video is about, but I will help everybody out there because that's what I'm here for to do, just like to help people and give some information. So this is a Hisense Roku TV. I'm saying that right. All right, well, let's go ahead and fire it up. Get this TV going here. Maybe we'll fire it up. All right, we got it fired up. It's coming on. All right, so it is a Roku TV. It's a Hisense, really good deal at Walmart a long time ago. It's kind of an older TV, but it still gets the job done. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to our settings over here. So we're going to go to settings. Now, like I said, make sure you've already plugged in your antenna, put it somewhere as high as you can get it, and you have it plugged into the antenna output on the back of your TV. And if you need to skip to the end of this video where I show how to get that done, go ahead and do that. But this is where you're going to do to get some scandals. No, get some channels scanned on your TV, okay? Because that's what a lot of people asking me how to get this done on this type of TV. All kinds of TVs are going to be a little bit different, and like I said, I have another video where I show that on an older TV, so it's going to be a little bit different everywhere. So that's why I'm doing it on the Roku TV. So we're going to go down to our settings right here, click into settings, and then we're going to go down to TV inputs right here. TV inputs right here. Hope you can see that. TV inputs. Going to click on TV inputs. Now we're going to go down to antenna right here. So it literally says antenna TV, and then it's going to give you some options: scan for channels, manage channels, rename, remove. We definitely want to just scan for channels. Now, I've already done this on this TV, so it's going to ask me if I want to do it again, but we're going to go through it. All right, so we're scanning for channels. Start finding channels. It does say ensuring your antenna or cable is connected to the TV, like I said before, and scan for all available broadcasting channels. May take up to 30 minutes. Usually does not take that long, but it's just kind of warning you it's going to be scanning for a little bit. Now, if you were in a really populated area and you had receiver stations all over you, it could take a little bit, but it still is not going to take that long in my opinion. All right. Your managed channels and preferences are saved when you rescan for channels. So if you had already kind of saved some information when you scan some channels and organized some favorites and things like that, it's still going to save that. It's just going to rescan for the channels, and it's letting you know that. So let's go over and just go ahead, and we want to say scan for channels. So click on scan for channels and then click on start finding channels. It's going to take you to a separate screen, and it's going to ask scan again, or it's going to say scan for the first time. But like I said, I've done it already. So either way, you just want to start scanning. So hit scan again. Okay, now we're looking for a streaming TV only, which means if you are connected to the internet, it's going to find you free channels over the internet, and it's going to kind of put everything together. We don't want to do that right now, but if you wanted to do that, you absolutely could. We just want to find antenna stuff right now. So we don't care about streaming on the internet stuff, or you can do antenna and cable, if you had, other stations that were hooked up through the internet, or, maybe you have a DirecTV or cable in there as well. It can search all for you, but we don't want to do that. We're just strictly working on antenna right now. So we just go to antenna, and then it's going to, once you hit antenna, it's scanning for the channels right now. Really pretty simple and easy. Now, like I said, I'm in the Midwest. We don't have a lot of local stations, things like that. So I'm not going to find too many channels. I'll be lucky in my basement to find 15 channels over antenna broadcast, and a lot of people are disappointed about that. And this is when we're going to get into, your local area. There is the internet. Get on the internet. Check your local area for antenna broadcast channels, and you'll see how many stations you should be capable of getting, and this is going to be different for everybody. So I can't tell you exactly how many or those things like that. That's going to be up to your local area on what kind of stations you get. Once again, the better antenna you have, the more mileage it says it's capable of. Say you have a 200-mile antenna rating, different antennas are going to work better than others and all those types of things. So don't be disappointed if it says, it's got a 200-mile range, and you say, oh, I know this broadcast place is within 200 miles, and you don't get it because, like I said, it just, it's give and take a little bit with all the antennas. They're just made different. Some pick up more certain stations better than others, those types of things. Everything, so many factors in there. Where your house is, trees around the neighborhood, just so many factors. Weather, everything can be a factor in that. And so, it just depends on where you're getting. Also, how your house is built. If your house is built super underground, antenna might not work for you unless you get it out of the house somehow or out of the area that you're trying to get. So it actually found me 18 channels, and I just ran this and I only got 11 channels. So it must be a really nice day outside, and I'm getting pretty good signal down here. So once you have your channels, you can go to the view guide, or you can start watching the TV. You can set up live TV pause or some different things with the Roku TV. But we're just going to go to the guide and see what it's picking up here. And just to kind of show you that it is, yep, see, it's picking up all those great soap operas and all that kind of stuff. But it is picking up some TV, and you can see it kind of playing in the background. I don't want to, get copyright and all those kind of things, so I'm not going to show you, but I will see that it is picking up some, CBS, ABC, which is usually pretty hard to pick up in my neck of the woods. QVC, Fox, some Comet TV, some pretty cool stuff. So it is picking up. And notice that if I keep going, now it's starting to pick up those internet channels that I already have on the TV too. So it's picking up all my radio stations, and I can keep going and I'd have more via the internet as well, because it is hooked up to the internet. But these are just all my local. The internet could be gone, but I could still watch a little bit of TV on this, even my basement, and you can see that it is working. And like I said, I have the antenna mounted on the back of this TV, which I'll show you here really quick in a second. So that's all I got for you. If that's all you wanted to see, that is how you get your TVs channeled on a Roku TV. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to show you how this is mounted in the back, just so you can take a quick look. Other than that, we'll run it down with some conclusions, and then we'll finish this video out. So thank you so far. You can see here is my TV antenna. It's a little boomerang type antenna. It's worked pretty good for me. I think it's a Magnavox. I will leave some links of some similar ones in case you guys want to interested in looking up some of these. I think it's like a 50 mile, so it's not a super intense one, but it does work pretty good. Like I said, I'll leave some links for 50 to 100 mile ones, just so you can take a look. Now on the back of this TV, I do have some inputs right here. You can see, let's see if we can focus. There we go. USB. So if your antennas do take USB for power, you can plug it right into the back of the TV right here. This one does not. It's just a straight cord antenna, and it goes right here on your antenna output. Make sure this thing is, when you put it on nice and tight. So there's your hookup right here for your antenna, and then you're going to just put it. This is the antenna inlet right here. If you do not have one of these, I can't tell you how to get it done any other way. You really need one of those to be able to do this. So you have your antenna inlet. Make sure you tighten this hand tight as you can get it. That's super tight for your best connection. Once you have that on, you can go ahead and start the process that we already showed you with scanning for channels, and you're good to go. And like I said, the only thing I would do is make sure, like I said, this one, I move this TV around a lot, and I just didn't want to keep moving the antenna. So I just mounted it right onto the TV with some sticky tape, two-sided tape, and it just sticks right on the TV. So it's kind of cool. Yep, that's how you get it installed, pretty easy. And like I said, some of these new antennas do come with some power adapters to power the antenna, which makes it a little bit stronger signal. And you can go ahead and plug that in right here in the USB on the back of the TV, and it will power the antenna and everything you need right there on the TV. All right, guys, thank you so much. If this was helpful at all, please give me a like, subscribe, share, all those types of things. If you think it was good, I really appreciate it. You know, I live for feedback as well, building a strong community here, just trying to help, give you information, all those types of things. Also, I will leave links for some antennas that I have. I will leave a link for my other video where I actually did a review on a couple antennas too. That should be still pretty good, even though I did that video a couple years ago. So thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share, join the Martini Nation. Let's continue to keep growing this channel, and thank you guys so much. We'll see you really soon on my next video or tutorial.